Hey guys, so welcome to the October budget review. I like doing this. I want to do it in the beginning of the month, how we have our budget set up, and also one at the end of the month, because that is reality, my friends, how the month went. So here is my October budget in review video. What I use is, I swapped covers, but this is the Happy Planner budget. It's just the budget extension pack that I put into kind of an old planner that I was no longer using. So anyway, so you can look for that at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's. Be sure to use your 40% off coupon. I love this system because there's all kinds of fun stuff that you can get accessories and things for it. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to show you how we budget. So my husband Josh loves his spreadsheets, and that just does not work for me. So I love this method. So we sit down together, we do our budget meetings every 2 weeks, and then we go over our budget every week. And he has his spreadsheets, I have this system, and everybody's happy. So I am so excited to share with you guys. I will say, I have an Etsy shop, guys, where I make these cash envelope systems, and I got this pack off of Amazon just to hold it, this zipper pouch. But what I do is I keep all my cash envelopes clipped in here for all the different things that I need money for. So groceries, rainy day, gas, spending money or fun money, self-care, date night, and then I have a couple trackers so I can keep track of the money that comes in and goes out of those envelopes, okay? So there's that, and then the second half of that pouch is all my receipts, you guys. So I take my week of receipts, and I'll show you in the back too. I take my week of receipts and I put it behind my envelopes, and I store it in this plastic little thingy. I'm gonna link, these were kind of hard to find, this pouch to hold it all, so I'm gonna link it down below in the comments, okay? I'll also link my Etsy shop for the cash envelopes so you guys can take a look around. They're kind of fun, they're laminated, so they are will last a long time. But anyways, there's my pouch, and then the receipts go in the back. So every Sunday, I take my receipts out, I write them down, and I'll show you in my register, and I clear them out. I save the receipts I need to keep, and then clear this out. So at the beginning of the week, there are no receipts in here. So every time I spend money, it goes right into this pouch. That way I can keep track of all of my expenses. Okay, let's get started. So one thing I do want to preface, that my sweet husband was really uncomfortable sharing his income. So there's just parts of this budget that's covered up to respect that. And then the rest is pretty much an open book, guys. I share my income. I'm a stay-at-home mama. I run an oil business from home, and I'm on Etsy and also YouTube. So I'll be happy to share those incomes with you, but if you see post-its, that just is in regards to my husband's income. So, okay. Anyway, savings. So here's the month. This is like the whole month in review. Kind of when I look at it, I like it because I can take our food. There are cute food stickers you can get and total up your receipts when you go food shopping. We go every 2 weeks, so I write that down. My gas kind of fell off the wagon, but I was writing down my gas there for a while. So I know what days I got gas and how much I spent. I have our paydays on here, our budget meetings, and then we had a no spend week last week. That was fun, right? So I have that on here. So this is just my month in review, Dave Ramsey's baby steps, just as a handy dandy visual to keep them in front of me so I can stay focused easier. And then let's go to the week, actually, sorry, not weekly view. So that's the monthly view. And then this is our bill pay checklist. So let me lift it up so you guys can see it a little bit better. I really like this. I need to see it very, very much on paper. So my husband, this is where we sit down together. We write down, so this is actually check number 1. I don't know if you guys can see, sorry. This is check number 1. We budget by our paychecks, which are every 2 weeks, okay? So, but at the beginning of the month, we sit down, we write all this stuff down. And then we kind of just oversee it and go over it every week. Pay the bills when they need to be paid, and I'll show you how that process is. So our mortgage, yes, our mortgage is due, and I have the due date on the 15th. This is all part of the budget extension pack from the Happy Planner. And then I check it when it's paid. So pretty much our mortgage is on one check, and then the second check pays all of our expenses for the month. So I have my business expenses up here, what dates they're due, how much they are, and when they get paid. AD is automatic withdrawal, should be AW, not automatic deposit, automatic withdrawal, or auto draft. I think it was auto draft. There we go. And then all of our family, just extras, everything our family pays for, and then their due dates, and then the amount. So, and then down here we had some extras. We paid for a PO box, and we paid for our little 4-year-old Love went to the emergency room, so she got hurt at church. So that bill was due. And then doTERRA comes out. These are like what you could call sinking funds, or what we use our cash envelopes for. And so doTERRA, food, gas, and kids' commissions. We are pretty gung-ho on getting out and paying off our little bit of debt that we have. So we're not funding a whole lot of cash envelopes. Those videos will come, guys, when we stuff a lot of cash envelopes, okay? So then on this, let me see if I can zoom in. I think we can do it. Keep it on the table. There we go. Okay. So this expense tracker, they give you lots of sheets for expense trackers, and I'm grateful for that, because it's so empowering to like write everything down, and how much you spent. This is where the receipts, guys. So you don't have to write every single little thing as you spend it. I just put it in this. I carry this in my purse, and then once a week I put it all down. You can do it every few days, whenever you want to, or every day if you're really, really good. And then how you paid for it, cash, credit, debit. You can also see I use my debit card a lot. If it was a need versus a want. So sometimes this visual is just super, super helpful to be able to see. And I appreciate that, because I'm a visual person. So you've got all those expense trackers, which is super, super nice. I love. Now remember, keep in mind, this is the end of the month. The last day of October is tomorrow. So, but this is pretty much how it went, okay? Kind of seems redundant using this pack, but if you're visual like me, you will appreciate it. And you just write down your housing, transportation, insurance, food, children, sorry, you guys can't see, children, expenses, taxes, personal care. doTERRA is our big personal care. We order everything through doTERRA. And then loans, so that is there. And then miscellaneous, so a lot of my office subscriptions and things that we pay for is down there, okay? So then you have your total expenses. Where this is at, it takes our income and we subtract our total expenses, and that's how much you have left at the end of the month. Emergency fund. Okay, so you know Dave Ramsey's baby step number 1 is to save for $1,000. Now, since let me know, you guys, down in the comments, if you're extremely visual like me. One cube represents $100. So when we have to go spend, because you do have to, the emergency fund is there for emergencies when you need it. Not like buying clothes. That's not an emergency. That's something you want to plan for. But when you do have to use it, it hurts, because I have to go in there and I have to erase these boxes. So the inside is just pencil. I erase, and then when I fill it back up, it gets colored back in. So this is a visual that I really, really love. This is just filler paper, guys. You can get this with the Happy Planner, and so I just did that and put it in here. So October paycheck. So every time I get paid, this is really my side. I mark it, I write it down. So every time a check comes or gets deposited into our account, I write it down on this, so I can keep track of my income, because it is variable. Depends on what, commissions and how much I sell on Etsy. So, and who knows what YouTube is every month, but doTERRA. So these are the dates that I got checks coming in. These are my paychecks for Etsy. when I sell goodies. You guys are keeping me super busy with these cash envelopes, which is so awesome and such a blessing to our budget. And then down here is YouTube. So YouTube, we get paid once a month, and that's how much we got paid. So this is our income projected, what we're expecting for October, and that way we can compare it at the end. I'm covering up because I just don't want my hubby's income to be a part of that. Trust me guys, we don't make a ton of money. It's just he felt really uncomfortable. So I wanted to be able to film this video and still respect him. So YouTube, doTERRA, Etsy, my dad covers things for our girls, which is such a blessing, a little bit every month. And then Josh is working some overtime this month. I will fill out, like you could put notes, I will fill out my budget review, where did I have the most trouble this month, and what can I improve this month, what goals can I set for next month. And then it just goes on to the next month, and you've got it ready to go. And you know, you can write your goals down. I transfer the baby steps. This just comes out. This is why I love the Happy Planner. This just comes out, and you took it and you put it in the next month, and it's awesome. So that's it, you guys. That's how we budget, and try and keep it simple, and it helps my husband, who thinks very opposite of me, and I think very opposite of him. I look at his spreadsheets with all the colors, and I don't know, it looks like a giant rainbow. I never know what to do with it. But this stuff kind of gets confusing for him, so it's not as neat as he would like. But this is how we do it, and it works really well for us. So I also have the cash envelopes. So every budget meeting, I sit down with those and our budget in my planner, and that's it. I want to know, how do you guys budget? Leave it down below in the comments. I cannot wait to hear all of your ideas and all of the ways that we can learn from each other. So I will film this every single month. So I will see you next month for the end of November. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching.